Hello and welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I have an English beer to be consumed right now. Never had it before. I went especially to the brewery to get it. It's from a brewery in Exeter. It's 4.8%, first brewed in 1999, and it is Hanlon's Port Stout. Now, one thing to point out quite importantly in this is it used to be called O'Hanlon's Port Stout. But the company got changed hands a little bit, but it's still exactly the same beer, brewed the same way. So it's it's from near Exeter, Half Moon in Devon. It's won the 2010 CAMRA Silver Medal winner, the 2007 CAMRA Gold Medal winner, and the 2012-13 CAMRA Silver Medal winner. I don't know where this was. There was some sort of, and I imagine it was at the Great British Beer Festival. So. This is bottle conditioning because it says, camera says it's real ale. Bottle conditioning, a secondary fermentation in the bottle. It just tells you what it is. Okay, I don't need to read that. We know what that is. Here we go. Right. Our multi-award winning stout has warming hints of coffee, chocolate, and rich ruby port. Hanlon's original port stout, 4.8%, is inspired by a traditional morning after reviver. The result is a masterpiece of craft brewing that has been the toast of brewing everywhere. Perfect with traditional British fare and creamy blue cheeses. Often copied but never equalled. Well, interesting. I really love the design. And they were really nice in the brewery when I went and visit, and I bought the other ones as well. I tried their other beers, which they had in bottle. They were all lovely. Really nice one called Yellowhammer. So, let's crack this open. Looking forward to trying it. The Reading Beer Festival glass. This beer was actually available at the 2018 Reading Beer Festival, but it was gone by the time I got there. So clearly it was popular enough for it to be drunk right now. Very hard with a dark beer on this bottle condition to spy anything that's left in the bottle. Now I think this one's going to be quite... no gunk in the bottom at all. I'm going to leave a little bit in there just in case. Right, so let's go for the tasting notes from the book. Dark chestnut brown with ruby highlights on the nose, mocha coffee, milk chocolate and a hint of roasted malt. The mouth is filled with mocha coffee, bitter chocolate and roasted malt, with in the background the sweetness of the port. Dry, grainy, malty finish. Okay, interesting. So, very thin white head, fizzing away nicely. It is very, very dark. There's a hint of red you can see through it. Let's go for the smell. It smells very, very rich. It smells like it's stronger than 4.8. It smells really like port. Very, very much like port. So I'm interested to hear about it. I'm going to go and talk about the actual ingredients. I presume it actually has port in it. Presumably. It must have port in it. It doesn't actually say. Might just be the flavour. Anyway, cheers. Oh, that's very rich. That's really nice. It does taste quite a bit of port, which I like. Actually, I like a big port. A big port, a good port. So it says he uses Optic Pale Ale malt, caramel malt, crystal and roast barley. It is very roasty toasty actually. The British Hedgerow Pot Pilot and Styrian Golding are added during the boil. Oh, there is port. The port is added when the beer is being racked, so it has got actual port in it, in order to give it a slightly sweetish, vinous edge that balances superbly with the roasted notes of the stout. This is really nice. I've never had a beer quite like it. It generally tastes like a hybrid between stout and port. But it's not thick. It's not a thick stout. I was expecting to be... it could have been quite cloying, quite sweet. It's none of those. It really is a taste. The taste is a combination between ruby port and roastedness, sort of roasted malt. As a result, it tastes far more boozy than 4.8%. I can't believe it's only 4.8%. It tastes really strong. It's a really, really strong flavour, but it is very, very nice. I'd love to see this on cask. I mean, it was on cask at the beer festival, so it's clearly available. I could see if you didn't like port, you wouldn't like this beer. Because it is really, really porty. However, if you're a fan of stouts and you like a nice glass of port, you would love this beer. absolutely. Hanlon's Brewery. I don't know whether I like it as Hanlon's or O'Hanlon's more. So it was actually, the O'Hanlon's, it was, even though it's from down Exeter way, it was actually owned by a couple who were the O'Hanlons. It was an old farm near Exeter by John and Liz O'Hanlon, who they used to brew in London, but now it all got sold to other people. But apparently it got sold to the actual one of their brewers, so that's what they told me down at the actual brewery itself. I'm sure that someone will correct me if I'm wrong. That is a decent beer. Quite surprising. I mean, it's one of the few English beers that I actually had left in the book to do. It was a bit harder to get hold of. It wasn't an easy one. I happened to be in the area, so I popped by the brewery. It's pretty good. I'm going to go away and drink the rest of this. I don't think I can explain any more what the flavour is. It really just tastes of port, but in a very, very tasty way. A bit of coffee as well, maybe. Not very much. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for another review soon.